Rise and grind. My name is Tetsyumi, and welcome back to episode 6 of our Terraria Thorium playthrough. And oh my god, this entire start of the year has been so all over the place and crazy. I am so sorry there's been like no videos. If you guys have been keeping up with my community tab here on YouTube, you guys would know that I was just sick for like probably like a week, I would say, more realistically like a week and a half, but I was not able to record any videos during that week because my throat was sore. You know, it was just like the normal sickness, right? It was just a cold. It wasn't anything serious, but oh my god, it was so annoying. But thankfully, gamers, I did have a little bit of a chance to do some work in this world, do some work on some other videos, so hopefully you guys will be seeing a lot more content now that I'm not sick, and we can actually get rolling with some of my normal YouTube content, normal Terraria content, normal new content that I'm going to start bringing in, all that good stuff. But you guys are here for Terraria, for Thorium, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. And first things first, I want to mention to you guys, check out the base. I actually went ahead and off camera, I finished up the base that I've been talking about, and you guys will be seeing this base in a speed build video on my channel. Hopefully that'll be coming out actually next, either on Thursday or next like Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever my next upload is after this video. Hopefully that speed build video should be ready for you guys, so you can actually see me actually build this build, talk about it, go into detail, explain some of my how I built it, basically all that good stuff. You guys should hopefully be able to see in the next video, or just in whenever I upload this video. But here it is. It's a steampunk inspired underground base. You guys can see that. Actually, if I go ahead and switch into my second character here, the character that I used to build this, you can see I have like echo plating and echo platforms and stuff, and that just means that I could like actually make these valid houses. So I have one here for this house, one here for like this kind of area, obviously one here because we got the mechanic to move in, we got one over here which I'll eventually put the dryad, we got one down here, two over here, so it's got a lot of houses. It's got the houses that I need to make the NPCs happy. And honestly, I just love this build, so I'll talk about it more in that speed build video, which you guys will see later. But now, let's go ahead and actually get into our to-do list for this episode and explain some of the other stuff that I've been doing off camera. So, like I mentioned, I was sick, so I couldn't really record, but I was doing a little bit of work off camera, and some of that work actually involves over here. I went ahead and explored all of my dungeon because some of you guys in the comments of my last episode let me know that the dungeon in the Thorium mod is pretty cool and has some pretty cool stuff. And if you guys can take a look at my inventory, yeah, I got a bunch of new stuff. So I'll show some clips now of me, I guess, just getting some of this new stuff. And also a mini boss, or at least I'm pretty sure it's a mini boss, that I encountered. It was some weird kind of mirror thing. And then when I clicked on it, like, I just started being able to fight it. So maybe I'll include that in like the corner. I'll have that playing as I'm talking about this other stuff. But for now, let's go over some of the weapons that I got. So first off here, we got the High Tide. I'm gonna explain these pretty fast because we got a lot of stuff I want to do this episode. But we got a High Tide, which is a really cool magic weapon that you can see fires this orb, and then that explodes into like this kind of riptide effect, which is really cool. Then we got the Steam Sting, which is just a auto fire bow, which is pretty cool. It doesn't really do anything fancy, but it's a good bow, so honestly I'll take it. We got obviously the Muramasa, which is cool. That's just a normal drop. I wanted to, I don't know, just tell you guys I got that. Then here we got a Niev, I don't know how to say it. We got a Shiv, we got a throwing weapon. It's really cool. This has a special mechanic too, which is like exhaustion. It says overuse this weapon and it will exhaust you, massively reducing its damage, but killing enemies will recover some of this exhaustion. But you know, this is pretty cool. We got a throwing weapon. I think this is the second throwing weapon we've seen, because the first one was our merchant guy. He sold like a baseball bat and baseballs, which I tried to use and it didn't really work. But this one seems really cool, so I might have to play around with that a little bit more. We got a demonic elephant gun, which I believe it fires darts. I don't have any darts on me to show you guys, but this seems pretty cool. We also got an equipment thing here. So what this does is movement speed and jump height are slightly reduced, but it reduces damage taken by 10%. So basically this is kind of like a poor man's version here of the worm scarf. So I guess if we weren't in expert mode, then this would be a lot more useful, but because we do have access to the worm scarf, I don't really know if we're going to be equipping this, but it's pretty cool. We also got some of these spirit droplets, which I will talk about later. We got this healer class thing, which basically you equip this, and when nearby allies die, they will drop a wisp of spirit energy, and then if you go and touch the energy, you replenish 15% of all allies' health around you, which is cool, but also like kind of useless because I'm playing this solo, so I don't really have any friends that could die near me. And the next thing we got was just like I guess a rare drop. It's literally just a painting of the letter D. So I guess I guess I'll just keep this up. You know, we got a painting of the letter D. So Any letter D enjoyers? There you go. There's a cool painting. And then the last thing we got, which seems to be the coolest, but I haven't even tried this out, is a Spectral Fang, which says it summons a mountable Spectral Tiger. So my mount right now is just the Goldfish mount. So let's go ahead and turn this on, see what this does. Yo! Sorry, I'm still like a tiny bit sick, so I might be coughing a little bit in this episode, but yo! Oh my god! Hold on, this thing is fast! This thing is really fast. It is so wise, it's so hard for me to get out of my base here. Here we go. Yo, this is sick! It's a reskin of the, that, like, tiger, summon weapon that you can get in the underground desert. This thing is so cool, though! I don't have, like, a speedometer on me or anything, but this is definitely way faster than this running normally, so that is awesome! And then as I put all of this stuff in my inventory here, the last thing I wanted to talk about were these spirit droplets, because these are really cool. This is basically just a crafting material, but you can craft a bunch of new, very cool stuff with it. All weapons, and then this armor set, which I'm thinking, this armor set, we might as well go ahead and craft it. What it is it's another summon armor set, which is fine. We're rocking a summer armor set right now, so we'll go ahead and just switch out to this one. And then it also has a bunch of other cool weapons. Like, we got the Arsenal Staff, which is a summon weapon. We got, like, a Moonlight, which says damaging enemies empowers the next use of the spear. So I figured, let's go ahead and craft up the armor set. And then any leftover spirit droplets here, we can go ahead and see if we can craft any other cool stuff. Alright, we got the breastplate, the greaves, and now let's go ahead and craft the, not that I almost craft the sentries one. There's one that does like max number of sentries and one that does max number of minions. So let's be sure to craft the minion one and not the sentry one. And it looks like we only have 9 spirit droplets left. So we don't quite have enough to make the arsenal set, which is that summon weapon. We need 10 for that. We only have 9. We could make this Moonlight here, which is that like spear melee weapon. Or there's something else that looks really, really cool, which is this, a Technique Soul Pulse. I don't know really how to make this thing, but it says it costs 2 technique points. And you press the throwing technique key, which I went ahead and bound off camera, and it will release a soul pulse, stunning nearby enemies and increasing the damage they take. That sounds awesome, although I don't know how to get this blank technique scroll. It looks like it's sold by the Desert Acolyte here, and I don't know if I actually have that NPC, so I'm probably gonna have to check, because we kind of have a lot of NPCs here. Oh, we do. Okay, it's this guy. It's, but I'm not gonna even say that name. So here we go. We got ourselves a blank scroll thing. You know what? Let's get a few. Let's get a few just to put in the inventory. Why not? Because I'm sure we're going to have some more cool stuff to craft. And see if we can go ahead and craft this thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, bam. So let's see. Do I just use it? Did that... Yeah. I think that did it. And actually, it looks like I need to have a throwing weapon to even use this thing. So can we go ahead and get out this throwing weapon here? So if I press, I think, mouse 3... No. We need technique points in order to use this thing, and it says deal throwing damage to build these technique points. So we got ourselves our shiv here, and does this damage count, or does it need to be like throwing damage specifically? Oh, I see. This is the points, isn't it? So I have 1 point now, it looks like, and it's starting to fade away because I'm not doing consistent damage. So if I start doing damage, I have 2 points now, and now if I click... I think I did it. If I click mouse 4, which I have it set to. Oh. Okay, yeah, that was it. So I can't... I mean, it was cool. I can't really tell how big the range is. But honestly, that seems pretty helpful. Like, I mean, what's it supposed to... It's just supposed to, like, stun nearby enemies. I'm not sure if that works on bosses, but that's pretty cool. Okay, blah, blah, blah. That's cool and all. Let's go ahead and go down here. First off, let's go ahead and equip this armor. See what the set bonus is. Killing enemies or continually damaging bosses generates soul whips. After generating 5 whips, they are instantly consumed to heal you for 10 life. Oh. Hey, and also, yes, increases my next number of minions by 1. That's pretty cool. That seems really useful, actually. I'm excited to try this thing out. And because this is a minion summon set, we can go ahead and talk to Abby over here. And you will actually sell a Mantis Cane, which is a 27 summon damage weapon, which summons razor-wielding praying mantises to attack enemies, and the mantises have a chance to gouge hit on enemies, which seems, again, it just seems cool. So let's go ahead and take this thing and see what it actually does. It's a mantis, very cool. How many do I get, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 summons. 4 summons is pretty good. Yeah, 4 summons is great. I think that's probably better than this thing, which I'd be able to get 2 of these or 4 of these things. So I guess for now, let's do like, I don't know, maybe a mix of both, see how each one does, and then we can decide which one is better later. But, gamers, I've been rambling on for so long. We're already probably like 5 or 6 minutes into the episode. I haven't even talked about our episode to-do list, so let's go ahead and get into that right now. If you guys have been watching the series, you probably know the drill. Basically, what I want to do is go ahead and speedrun some of these next few bosses. We are only 2 thorium bosses away from being able to fight the Wall of Flesh and then getting into hard mode, which should be so cool. So the last thing we need to do before hard mode is fight this Burried champion here and then use the Star Scouter, which I'm sure is just another boss. So first off, the Burried champion, we have to use an ancient blade in a marble biome, and then we can just fight that thing. And then again, for the Star Scouter, we just got to use this Star Caller somewhere in space, and we can fight that. And then I figured if we have a little bit of time left in the episode after all that, then we can go ahead and go into hell and prepare for the Wall of Flesh, because also in this base, I went ahead and made myself a elevator that I haven't even explored yet. I set the elevator down, and I have not even gone to look at hell yet. So I figured if we have some time left after we do all that stuff, we can go ahead and check out hell and see if there's anything new and cool there. But if not, go ahead and save that for next episode. Well, you know what? Seeing is how we actually need to go ahead and find a marble biome, because I don't really know of any marble biome other than over here. There's a tiny marble biome that cut off by our temple over here, and I don't think I can really access that unless I want to dig all the way around our dungeon, which I really don't want to do. Ooh, oh wait, yo, that was a gladiator, which means that there must be, yes, oh my god, finally there's a marble biome. I had to go running around for so long to find this marble biome. I mean, like, I went down I went all the way down into the jungle again. I went like all the way over here. I explored areas off of the elevator, and then I finally came back to my main cave again, tried exploring like little areas in here. It took me so long. It takes so long to find a marble biome. I am so happy we finally have one. So now I can go ahead and get in here finally, mess some stuff up. And oh wait, oh, that was it. Oh my god. Okay, hold. I am not ready for this. Oh my god. I didn't know the boss was gonna spawn already. Hold on. I need an arena or something prepared for sure, because this is really not gonna go well. Also, I'm trying to use this throwing weapon more with the technique. It is so fun. The technique is so cool. It makes me really excited for when we do go back to the Calamity mod and do like Calamity Infernum with only the Thrower class. That's gonna be really cool. Speaking of really cool, I died. So let's come back here. Let's make like an arena so I'm not having to dodge in all those spikes. And then hopefully that fight will go a little bit better. My god. Okay. I am back. I made an arena. That took a while. Yeah, that just took a while. It looks all like neat and clean. Now you're like, oh, Tetsyumi, that probably took like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. Nah, that took like, actually, you know what? It probably did take around 10. I guess it did take like 10 minutes. That wasn't bad, but that was bad because what happened is I was like throwing bombs everywhere, and then chunks like this would happen. So I had to like go and craft a bunch of background walls just to make sure that this place would still be a marble biome. And then I remembered that the background walls don't dictate the biome. It's the blocks around it. So like I didn't even need to do that. But you know what? It's fine, because now this area looks nice and pretty, and my inventory is full of crap, and we are finally ready to go ahead and give this boss another fight. And also, as I've been killing enemies in here while I'm setting up the arena, I have been getting some of these Olympic torches, which are really useful, because what this does is it says throwing damage increases your movement speed by 1% up to 25%, and the same thing with throwing damage by 0.4% up to 10%, and these effects will fade after 3 seconds of not dealing throwing damage. And this is cool because I think for this fight, we might as well go ahead and use this shiv weapon, which is a throwing weapon, because also we have that cool, like, soul thing effect. So I figured let's go ahead and put this on, I guess, for the bone helm here. And with that, I think we're pretty much ready to start this fight. So I'll zoom out a little bit, just so, like, I can hopefully see what's going on. Maybe, like, that much. And after this enemy gets taken down by my praying mantises here, let's go ahead and get ready and spawn in this fight. I didn't bring any healing potions, but let's get her going. How do we spawn this in? Are we not technically in a marble biome right now? That would really suck. Can we not spawn this thing in? Is it because it's favorited? Is this not? There's no way this doesn't count as a marble biome. We're getting marble biome enemies, right? Did I mess it up? Are we not in a marble biome? Okay, I added 3 more blocks. Let's see, does that do anything? No, like, we're still in a marble biome, right? I tried leaving this game and coming back in. I also went to base and cleared my inventory. If it still doesn't work, then it really just must be that this is somehow not a marble biome. So let's go ahead and defeat this enemy real quick. Okay, no, it did work. Okay, weird. I guess it was just, like, somehow bugged, but here we go. So also, let's go ahead and see if, like, yeah, okay, I don't think that will even work on the boss, and also the boss is way too far away to even get hit by the ability. Maybe if I go in super close. I mean, it looks like the particle effect maybe hit it, but I don't think it actually stunned the boss. But you know what? That's all right. Oh my god, dude, look at the mantises go! That huge damage. Oh, we in phase 2? It's shooting arrows now instead of, oh yeah. Dude, this is sick. I do have to say, the Thorium bosses they just hit different. Like, they are so much fun. They remind me of, like, NPC type bosses in, like, Dark Souls and stuff. Like, playable character bosses. Like, it's so much fun. Oh, shit, it's got, like, stands that it's shooting at me now. What? What the hell? Yo! Oh, I'm gonna die. This is bad. Do I have any heals? I do have a heal. Okay, good. No, I need more space to move. Oh, I did it. Yo, let's go. Oh my god, I think the mantises came in so clutch at the end there. I probably would have died without them. I got trapped in that corner. That was awesome. That was so much fun. Yeah, I love the character type bosses. All right, well, you know what, with that being done, let's go ahead and teleport back home and go ahead and check out the treasure bag. 3, 2, 1, bam. Let's see what we got. Also, that was a cool little explosion there. We got the Angry Champion's Rebuttal, which does 2 defense. Twice the damage you take is stored into your next damaging attack. This can reach a maximum limit of 300 bonus damage. Ooh, okay. That might be really useful against, like, the Wall of Flesh or something. If one of those lasers hit me, does, like, 200 damage, then I can deal 300 bonus damage back at it. That's really cool. Also, it gave us wings? Yo! Allows flight and slow fall. Let's check out these wings. Oh, they're like actual wings because it gave me like a wings achievement too. That is sick. They don't give you much flight time. I think it's a little bit better than like the Fletchers or the Fletchlings wings, it looks like. That's so cool. Okay, I'm very happy with that. And then it gave us some marble blocks. You know what? I guess this might be a little bit useless now because we just got actual wings. But we can go ahead and buy ourselves some rocket boots from the Goblin Tinker here. I completely forgot to do that earlier. Alright, well, you know what, gamers? I am bloodthirsty now. I want to go right into our next boss fight, which is going to be the Star Scouter, which I don't know if the Star Scouter is, like, just this thing, or if it's the actual boss. I guess it's the name of the actual boss. But before we do that, because we need to fight that in space, we need to go ahead and find ourselves some more floating islands, because right now, we only have 1 floating island, and it's pretty close to space, so I feel like maybe if we could find one a little bit lower, and then to set up our arena in that one, that might benefit us a little bit more. So let's go ahead and go in here, grab us a gravitation potion, and let's go look for a few floating islands before we actually make our arena. Alright, looks like our gravitation potion is just about to wear out. Floating islands have been discovered, and I think our best bet is probably just going to be like maybe around this floating lake right here. So I was reading it again also. It does not say that it needs to actually be in space. It just says to use it high in the sky. So hopefully if we get like close to the space layer but not at the space layer, it should be good. So I'm thinking that this sky lake here is probably good enough. I am currently in space because I have come into a bit of a pickle. So we are supposed to use the Star Caller to summon the boss, right? The problem is to make the Star Caller, I need something called Strange Alien Tech, which is okay. It's dropped by these Martian sensories or UFOs. The problem is I have no idea how to make these things spawn. So what I did is I went over here and I made my arena. So I made a little arena in the floating sky lake, like normal, like I said I was going to do. And then I was trying to wait around for any of these things to spawn because I thought maybe they would spawn by space, but I haven't seen any. So then I thought that they might follow the same spawning rules as the like Martian probe thing for the Martian Madness event. So I went over here to my ocean biome and I went into space, and now I am waiting here to see if any spawn. But again, it seems like none are spawning. So I really have no idea how to make these things spawn. Maybe they only spawn in like the middle part of the world instead of like the sides of the world. I don't know. So I'm probably gonna chill here for maybe about like 5 minutes or so, see if any of them spawn, and if I can't find any, then I'll probably look on the Thorium wiki to see what I'm doing wrong, basically. So, as it turns out, I almost couldn't have been more wrong. You actually don't go to space. You have to go into a meteorite biome and then farm the enemies that come from the meteorite biome because that's where they spawn. So what I went ahead and did is I grabbed some meteorite from my base because I don't have any left. I clearly mined all of the meteorite. So right now, I gotta place back a bunch of this ore and try not to die in the process. And then, hopefully we can get some of these enemies to spawn and then farm out the like, alien tech drops that we need to make the summoner. Oh, yo, wait, what the fuck? Wait, did you guys see that? My hand, my hand just started petting me. What was that? All right, we got another one. These things are pretty rare, it looks like. Oh, we didn't get one to drop. Okay. Oh, there's one over here. No, don't run away. Don't run away, you bitch. You saw me destroy that other one. You're like, I don't want the smoke. Okay, that one didn't drop it. But we do have one. So that's pretty good. These things are a little bit rare, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. We're slowly getting some. Hey, let's go. Okay. And that makes... Oh, that makes 4. I didn't even realize. This should be more than enough. All right, we look up star, and yep, there we go. So let's just make... Let's make 1 for now, because it is always possible that we can first try this boss. And this one does say only usable high in the sky islands, which I think this is high enough. This is probably high enough, unless it actually wants us to be in space. I think that should suffice. All right, and here we are. So I forgot to grab any buffs, but I guess, you know, before we even think about buffs, let's see if if we can actually spawn this thing in. 3, 2, 1. All right, we can. There we go. Perfect. And damn, okay. I like this. This thing looks sick. Also, the music. Ooh, good music. It's very, very similar to, like, the Martian Madness music. I like it. I like it. I always thought that, like, the Martian Madness event is so underrated. Like, it comes at such a weird point in progression that a lot of players just outright skip it. I usually do it in my vanilla Terraria playthroughs just because I really like the Martian Saucer mount. But, like, at the point you usually do it in progression, which I guess maybe that's also just like a skill issue for me because I probably could be doing it a lot earlier. But I'm pretty sure the probes only spawn like after Duke Fishron's defeated, right? And Duke Fishron is usually pretty late in most people's playthroughs. It's like the third or second final boss before you go onto the Moonlord. Like, it's either you do Duke Fishron then Moonlord, or you do Duke Fishron then Empress of Light then Moonlord. So again, it's just... it's like what I'm saying. It's just a weird point of progression. It's got a lot of cool stuff, like the Influx Waver weapon, and like I was saying, it's got the Martian Saucer mount, which is so sick. But then, like, oh damn, that thing just exploded in my face. Okay, I'm back, and this time I actually grabbed some buffs. I think this fight, should go a lot better. I just gotta not be completely stupid. But here we go. Round 2 for this fight. Hopefully I should win this time. You know, I was gonna continue my story about the Martian Madness event, but I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like, I really like the Martian Madness event. It's got some really, really cool drops. It's just also, like, unfortunate because I feel like it's so it's like people don't do it. People don't usually do it. And I wonder if that's just because of where it falls in progression. But that's all I wanted to say. So we can go ahead and get on with this fight. It looks like my little minions are really not doing too much. I'll be honest, because they simply cannot even catch the boss. They can only hit him when he's done doing his little, like, charge up laser beam thing. And oh, I put my my other summon in my storage thing, so I can't even use that one. Dang. Oh, third phase? Oh, third phase! That's sick! That's really funny. I was just about to say that unless this boss has a third phase, this fight was kind of easy. Damn, that third phase actually is horrible. Not like horrible, but like it's hard. Horrible is probably the worst word I could have used there. No more dying. This time I went ahead and got myself Viscount's Cane, so hopefully they can catch up to the boss instead of the Mantises, because the Mantises were were not even hitting the boss at all. So hopefully these guys will help a little bit more. I can go ahead and buff up, and let's let these guys kill that wind elemental, and go ahead and summon this thing one more time. And this should be the last fight. We should be able to win in this attempt. I'm confident. And there we go. Okay, yeah, you know what? The Viscount's Cane instead of the Mantises really helped out a lot. Also, I figured out that I could use this move and stun the little Martians in the third phase. So that really helped, because basically, you know, the first time we got to the third phase, they kind of like Shrek'd me because they were just all over shooting all their lasers and whatnot. But yeah, being able to stun them really helped. And we can go ahead and put some of this stuff into our, I almost said crafting interface, into our storage here, and go ahead and open up the treasure bag. 3, 2, 1, bam. What did we get? We got 3 things this time. We got a Ruthless Star Trail, 83 melee damage. That's really good. If fully spun and released to maximum distance, homing stars are created? Yo, hold on. No, we gotta check that out in action. So, spun like this, I'm guessing. So, it's a normal flail, right? And then, homing star? Yo! So, I don't really exactly know what maximum, like, full spin is. I guess, like, a few seconds, right? Yeah. Dude, this thing is sick! Oh my god. I definitely want to use this on the Wall of Flesh. I feel like this is going to be really good at, like, getting rid of the hungry, too. I don't know if the stars, the homing stars, pierce or anything, but that is sick. We also got a Fabled Robo-Obe, 36 symphonic damage, propels a zigzagging energy burst. Very cool. Also, what does it do? Empowerment Prolonged 2. Playing empowers with bonus. Alright, I don't know what the bonus is, but... Ooh. Oh, very cool. Okay. We got the Omega Drive, 20 basic damage, summons an offensive pet probe with limited range. Ooh, okay, we got a summon weapon too. So there we, oh wait. Why did that not take away one of our summons? Oh my god, wait, because this is basic damage. This doesn't, I think, count as a summon damage thing. Oh, that's sick. That is so cool. So this is, like, it is literally just free to use this thing. This is just straight up extra damage. Hell yeah. Oh my god. This boss had some banger drops. Okay. Honestly, so far, like, regardless of the actual boss fights, which have also been super fun, all the boss drops have been bangers. Like, even back up to, like, the Eye of the Storm thing, like, all of the boss drops in the Thorium Mod are just so cool. Like, the bosses, the boss drops, I'm just gonna say it. So far, I love the Thorium Mod. It's a nice change of pace to the Calamity Mod. The Calamity Mod is all about, like, balls to the walls action and, like, insane hard boss fights and stuff. And the Thorium Mod, I mean, the Thorium Mod is just, like, have fun, adventure, go fight extra bosses that honestly are pretty in line with Terraria as it is, like, especially that Martian boss that we just fought. But gamers, with all that being said, that is going to be the end of this episode today. This one was probably a little bit longer. I did a fair bit of rambling in this episode, but forgive me, it was my first video back in a while after being sick, so I'm gonna be a little bit more rambly than I usually am, but we should shorten up the episodes a little bit as we progress. And speaking of progress, be sure to tune in for next episode where we go ahead and fight the Wall of Flesh and officially enter hard mode in the Thorium Mod, so it should be a lot of fun. Definitely catch that episode when it comes out. And yeah, gamers, with that being said, I'm gonna stop rambling. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you liked it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.